Rise and grind, Israel. What's on your mind? All right, there we go. Yay. Mhm. All right. Rise and grind, rise and grind. What's on your mind? Let's shine. One time. It's Wednesday, hump day. First and foremost, giving honor to God. Praise the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. As always, for another mercy, grace, peace. Peace is to Andre Bryant. Good morning to you. Rise and grind. I'm praying the Lord is on your mind like He on mine. Morning, noon, and night. My sleep. What's on your mind this morning, people? Let's see what's talking about. Shoot a question, comment, concern. Shoot it. All right. There you go. What's up, Hebrew? Brother Wander, peace.
Peace, my brother. How you doing, big bro?
You know, happy to be in the land of the living, my brother.
Man, New Year's about to come up, baby.
Yeah, New Year's is coming up, baby. You already know. I'm doing my shout outs to everybody. I'm waiting for all right, I see Sister Melissa DSF. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday. What's on your mind, man? Talk to me. Talk to me. All right, Sister Janelle, I don't see you, but you know what? Good morning, family. Been oversleeping. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here, man. Your body gonna let you know if you're tired. You got to get your rest in. Hold on a second. You got to get your rest in. I see you, Sister Janelle, but you're not. It's not on. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm in the dark.
Okay, there it is. I'm in the dark. Okay. Keep everybody keep Brother Naziah in prayer, please.
Okay.
Him and
Oh,
his
he's
family.
not coming on. Oh man.
You know, it's another faithful brother that's there. Brother Jackson, Brother Biscuit, where you at? My mother, where you at? All right. There it is. I'm going to wave to you. What's on your mind, folks? Well, you know how we going to start this off. This is the Truth Uncut. 24/7, 365, keeping it live. I'm always going to go right to the book. Straight up.
You look pretty rested, brother.
Yeah, man. I got off the plantation yesterday, and I came home and went straight to bed. There we go.
I know that's
Bam.
right.
You know, I took a shower, excuse me.
Mm,
Then went straight to
You gotta
bed.
catch up on yesterday.
I remember those days.
You
I
gotta catch up
remember
on
those
yesterday.
days.
I had to catch up, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always a good thing, brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? You can't go wrong reading the book.
So anyway, yo, check this out, yo.
Talk to me.
Ah, my goodness, yo. So I'm trying to study to improve, make sure that I know the Lord's law and rules. And so, I was reading. I didn't know what AUL all. I think that's how you say it. When they
Yeah.
stamp the man, the slip. When the man doesn't want to leave. his master and wants to stay with the family that his master had given him because obviously that's the master's property. You stamp his ear,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like with it like it's like some type of chisel. I'm not sure is he cutting the ear or he just puncturing a hole.
Did you go on Google and look it up?
Yeah, I go on Google. It says something about a circular. Man, now I forgot the definition. Well, I have it written down upstairs, but right now I'm downstairs.
Yeah, he bores ear through with a awl, with a awl. Where's that? Boom, 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 boom. Is that Deuteronomy?
Deuteronomy 21. I believe it's
What up, Dave? Brother Dave.
More.
All right, brother.
Big brother Dave.
Peace. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Hear you real good.
Yeah.
If your husband or your wife did something against the law, like the world's law, like they ran through a red light, they didn't stop at a stop sign, then here comes the cops, and then the cops like, what happened? Or ask a question. Or even the judge asked the question, what happened? And they asked the wife or the husband who wasn't driving, and the wife or the husband tells on their spouse. Is that okay? Because you're not gonna lie, or should you lie to protect your husband or your wife?
Depends on the matter, I would believe. At this moment,
Lie's a lie.
Yeah, but Abraham lied too to save himself and Sarah.
Damn right.
Lord say, be wise as a serpent, but gentle as a dove. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Peace, everyone. Good morning.
You gotta be wise as a serpent.
Good to see.
Oh, shit. Brother Harvey, Thomas, peace, my brother. Man, this phone is freaking stupid. It will not hold a charge. They had to ask the good question. Say, can you lie to protect your family member? They made a good point right there. I'm waiting for him to get back on. But shoot, Abraham, they went there. Abraham went to Egypt and told his wife, hey, tell him you're my sister. I was just moving with the seat, but really for a greater cause. I mean, because what? He didn't want to get killed. They was going to break the law. He didn't know. He didn't know if these people was going to they had the fear of the Lord in them or not. Where are we at? Come on, get back up in here. Get back up in here. There she is. There you go, Sister Elizabeth. How you feeling? Good morning to you. Unfurbished charger. Wave to you. It's Wednesday, brothers and sisters. This is what it is. It's Wednesday, hump day. We just kicking in and talking with one another, seeing how your week been. Feeling better slowly but surely. It's okay. It's a process. It's a process, sister.
To the spirit every day. God is in control of everything. If you know He's in control of everything, whatever He put before you, you should trust that He's gonna get you out of it.
I agree with you too. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I do understand life or death, but a lie is a lie.
Yeah, but it's the circumstances.
It's a right or wrong question in that.
It's circumstances behind why you do what you do. You know what I mean? That's why God is the righteous judge. You know what I'm saying? It's circumstances behind everything you do. Look what David did. You remember what David, when he was in when he's amongst them Philistines, one of the kings, and he acted like he was crazy?
When he was hiding?
No, he was acting like he was crazy. He started dribbling at the mouth, like, you know what I mean? Scratching up against the door.
Just to get past. Yeah. Right before he asked to use Goliath's sword, right? Something like that.
It is like, we call it covert action. Moving covertly. I know it's a scripture in here.
Yeah, well, David was a warrior. He was a warrior, so he had to do things like that. That was, I'm talking about a regular old folk.
So what's good for one ain't good for the other?
We are warriors. What are you talking about?
I feel like David had a certain type of position. You know what I mean?
So what's good for one?
Little old housewife.
What's good for one is not good for the other.
No, but you're right. You're right. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know. Like, am I wrong if I lie? Like you have to deal with your own consequences. Like why put me a part of that? And then put me in a position of lying.
This year, I think they won more spring training games against them. Yankees have had 3 wins.
So you saying, so if the husband?
I'm not Adam and Eve in the garden. Like, I'm not gonna tell, but I'm gonna be like, look, I don't want to be a part of it. So it's like, if I didn't choose to say yes to, I don't know. It's just, that's why I'm asking. I just want to be right.
You said with your husband, right?
Either or. I'm asking the question for either or. I don't want it just to fit for a wife to a husband. It should be the same.
You know, I wouldn't choose to. You said running a light or something like that. That's what I'm saying. The circumstances got to be.
But you might have a fool for a husband, and he wants you to lie. He wants you to lie for him.
Or you can have a neighbor for a wife.
Oh, well, you say, see, that's what I'm saying. Every circumstance has, every circumstance, has its just judgment. You know what I mean? Just like Nabal. You know what I mean? That's why, like the what ifs. It depends on what it is. Hold on. We got a question from Sister Melissa. Acts 5. Ah, yes. Very good, sis. Hold on a second. Let's go to Acts. Let's go to Acts 5. See, look how the Spirit of the Lord works. Let's go to Acts 5 real fast.
Is that Ananias?
Yep.
All right. I don't got my Bible in my hand just yet.
All right, now we're about to get good.
Let's go to Acts 5. Sister Melissa, DSF. There we go. Sister got the good script.
That's my sis.
Acts 5.
That's
That
my
nigga was
sis.
stupid.
She said, "That's my dog. That's
Crazy
my
thing is,
dog."
His wife was, man.
She had a
But
chance.
she ain't know.
She had a chance.
She had a chance to say, no. See?
Oh.
Let's read it.
Play with the Lord.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Every circumstance has its consequence. All right, Acts 5:1, it says, but a certain man named Ananias with Sapphira, his wife, sold a possession and kept back a part of the price. His wife also being privy to it, so she knew about it, and brought a certain part and laid it at the apostles' feet. But Peter said, Ananias, why has Satan filled thine heart to lie to the Holy Ghost and to keep back part of the price of the land? While it remained, was it not thine own? And after it was sold, was it not in thine own power? Why hast thou conceived this thing in thy heart? Thou hast lied unto men, but thou hast not lied unto men, but unto God. Now see, we're dealing with two things right here. One, you're dealing with the vow to God, number one. All right. You know what I mean? He done lied to the Lord about something that he was going to do when he didn't even have to do it in the first place. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you look at this part here, and then if you look at Abraham's part, look at Abraham. Hold on. Hold your finger right here. We're gonna look at Abraham. Genesis chapter, what I want to say, Exodus.
Chapter 12.
Abraham 20. Genesis 20, right? Genesis 20:1. And Abraham journeyed from thence towards south country, and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech the king of Gerar sent and took Sarah. But God came to Abraham, to Abimelech, in a dream by night, and said unto him, behold, thou art but a dead man, and for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is another man's wife. See, the Lord went to Abraham's back. So wait, I'm gonna see where it says it at.
Your dad. The bookkeeper's dad. You know what I mean? Don't touch that man's woman.
Right?
God is awesome.
So watch. He's gonna ask him about it. Verse 8. Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning and called all his servants and told all these things in their ears. And the men were sore afraid. Then Abimelech called Abram and said unto him, what hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended thee, that thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not be done. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, what sawest thou that thou hast done these things? Now look at the answer. Now he told his wife to lie. He told his wife, hey. So no. He exaggerated the truth, so to speak. Because indeed she is his sister, but you know, like the man asked him straight up, he asked him a straight up question, like, is she your wife? What'd he say? No. You're my sister. But it was a reason why. There's a reason why he went that route. You understand? Because it's like, you know, maybe if the wife broke the law, damn, I'm not trying to pay this money. I'm not trying to pay this money. You know, we got bills to pay. We ain't trying to do this. You know what I mean? Like, y'all could have been arguing at the point, and You know, you just seen a cop get killed. You just see one of your friends get killed by a cop or something. You know what I mean? A white cop or whatever. I'm not even trying to have these problems. Look, nah, you know, don't say nothing. I got this. You gonna tell the wife, don't say nothing. I got this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's circumstances behind why people do what they want to do. Now, is lying wrong? Absolutely. Absolutely, we can't deny.
Right.
Lord say, tell the truth all the time. You know what I'm saying? But in some circumstances, you know what I mean, you have to move covertly. That's all I gotta say about this whole situation. Abraham said, verse 11, Abraham said, because I thought, look what he said, because I thought surely the fear of God is not in this place, and they will slay me for my wife's sake. But then he went on to explain it. And yet, indeed, she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. She became my wife. So now he explained the reason why he did what he did. You know? Like, much like you would have to explain too. You know what I mean? Why, or anybody would have to explain to God. Remember, everybody got to give an account for what they done did in their life. You know what I'm saying? But some circumstances calls for you to, you know, man, these people might not have fear of God in them. Right. You know what I mean? Hey, you get stopped by the police, right? Look. We do not celebrate. We get stopped by the police on Christmas. On Christmas, right?
Right.
You don't even need this. You don't need you don't celebrate Christmas. You ain't doing nothing to Christmas. The cop pulls you over. You don't need this ticket. And he say, you know what? It's Christmas. I'm gonna let you go. Are you gonna say, well, you know I don't celebrate Christmas, and you shouldn't either? You're probably gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna let it go. Or are you gonna be, you know, super zealous?
I'm gonna shut the fuck up and
I might say thank you.
Watch. Go to Ecclesiastes. Oh, I hope you keep your finger back in Acts 5, but go to Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna show you something in Ecclesiastes. We read this yesterday because we don't live in a perfect world. You know what I'm saying? And people don't have the mind of God. So that's why the book tells you to be wise as a serpent, but gentle as a dove. Hold on. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 5, is it? All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 5. Watch this. Chapter 7, sorry. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16. Watch he say. He says, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. He says, don't be too righteous. You super right. You so righteous that you no earthly good. Like, judge the time, judge what you need to do, judge when you need to do it and how you need to do it. Because why? At the end of this, you're going to get it, why God's saying this. He says, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Like, why are you going to destroy yourself? Merry Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas, but I'm so jealous. Given the situation, this nigga about to kill me or put me in a position where I don't need to be at. You know what? I'm going to keep my mouth quiet. Sometimes silence is golden. It's the truth. If the husband tell the wife to do something and you don't even feel like doing it, you know what I'm saying? It depends on what the situation is. That's why we're going to go back to Ananias and Sapphira. Because sometimes, you know what? Well, you know what? Lord, I'm underneath my husband. You're going to work it out. You know where my heart is at with this. You mess around and get both of y'all hit up. You know what I mean? Some things just fall on the position. That's why people need to play their positions the right way and understand what it is. Shoot, ain't nothing wrong with you being in your mind if your husband tell you to do something out of pocket. Lord, help me with this situation. Matter of fact, the Lord is your help anyway. I'm talking about as far as the wives are concerned. The Lord is your help because you really can't do anything.
That's the answer. That's the
Oh, you got it?
Well, Well,
No,
what about?
that's the answer. Because if the husband knew the Lord, then he would know what to do was right. But if the
Exactly.
wife knows the Lord, then she needs to be quiet and just pray.
That's right.
Well, what about the opposite of that? You know
The
what I'm saying?
same. Oh, go ahead.
Listen,
Well, what if?
You gotta pray, brother.
See, I need prayer because it's like the opposite for me. Like it's Nabal and Abigail, right? I mean, yeah, right. But even though I'm the man, I'm not a fool. If you should kind of get what I'm saying,
Right.
like as the man, you know what I mean? The story of Nabal and his wife, like, you know, I was in the world. What if it's the opposite? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Proverbs 14:1.
You still the head.
I'm about to say, yeah, you still the head though. You know what I mean? Like, it's my way. You know what I mean? And God is still, you know, you still pray to the Lord about whole situation. Hold on, watch this. Let me finish this. And I'm gonna answer that question. It says, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why should thou destroy thyself? Be not over much wicked either, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? He says, don't be over wicked either. And look how the Lord having Solomon to write this. Wicked? You ain't supposed to be wicked at all. But you can be wicked a little bit or be evil a little bit. You know, like, how are you writing this? You know what I'm saying? He said, don't be too much of that. We see people, look what Judah did. Man, Judah went down and got a hoe, yo.
Yep.
I gotta read that.
Judah went and straight up got a daggone prostitute.
The Bible is,
Yeah, that was, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you think this is about? Pity, Brother Jane. You know what I mean? Like,
read that again.
you know?
the Bible is man. Look, I was reading I want to say Song of Solomon, and I was just like, damn, is this a Harlequin romance novel? Hey,
Poor Solomon.
Solomon Jones.
It was almost like, yeah, you like, it's like, man, you want to pop an E and start touching yourself. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yo.
We have no rock for love. None.
Hey, listen.
The understanding to that, what I got was, in the end, people are going to hurt you.
Oh,
So
without a doubt.
you need to always count on me. Always look to me.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Well,
David moved with, yo, even when Saul was after him. Hold on, Sister Cherie says, you know what Sister Cherie says? Look at this. In court, a wife cannot testify on her husband. Because to bring incrimination to him. That's by man's laws and standards. But, you know, when certain circumstances deal with what it is. I can read in the law where the Lord say, hey, if your family, friends, or whatever coerce you to go and serve another God, you ain't supposed to conceal it. You supposed to say, you know, what if your friend be like, well, you know, let's go serve the other God or whatever. And because they're your best friend or your wife or whatever, you be like, you know what? You correct them, but be like, I'm not going to tell nobody. Lord, like, nah, you go and let somebody know. And then you kill them. So given the circumstances, right circumstances, is going to deal with the right answer behind that. You know what I mean? But this is why I chose to read Ecclesiastes. Because at the end, if you know the Lord, he going to bring you forth from all of it. That's why you're not gonna be over righteous. You ain't gonna be over wicked. You're gonna be just right. You're gonna be brought out of everything. Remember, with every temptation, God is faithful. With every temptation, He is faithful. He will not have you have more on you than what you can bear. And with the temptation, He also is going to provide a way out. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta look for it. So look at this, verse 18, which is the punchline in this. It says, "It is good that thou should take hold of this, and yea, also from this withdraw not thy hand." What don't you need to withdraw your hand from and take hold of? Not to be over righteous or over wicked. You know what I mean? You be on your Clint Eastwood, John. You better know when to hold on. No. That's Kenny Rogers. You better know when to hold on, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You better know when to do these. It's a time and a place for everything. He says, "It is good that thou should take hold of this, yea, also from this withdraw not thy hand, for he that feareth God shall come forth of all of them." You understand? So if you fear God, you'll be brought forth of all of them. Plus, Sister Melissa, look at this. Sister Janelle, look at this. Ecclesiastes 3. "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun." It's a time and a place for everything. There's a time to bend the truth sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But if you fear God, He's gonna bring you forth of all of them. Let's go back to Ananias and Sapphira real fast. So this is when people would say like the apostles had the charge. The apostles had the charge to go out in the world and preach the gospel. So people was coming and they're selling their possessions and everything, laying it at the apostles' feet, and they were distributed to the people as was needed. So and that's at your own behest, at your own, at one's own behest or their own way that they wanted to do it. So Ananias got it in his head. "Oh, I'm gonna sell my John," but he was covetous, and he looking at this man and not looking at God. So he picked the wrong time to do any of this stuff. Not with the Lord. Oh, he didn't know. But he is ignorant. Let's see how the Lord felt about that. Because he looking at man and not sanctifying the Lord in his own heart himself, and making the Lord his fear instead of Peter. He think he just talking to Peter like, "Oh yeah, well I can just say this and renege." No sir. Here it is. So now he laid it at the apostles' feet. This is Acts 5:3. "But Peter said, Ananias, why has Satan filled thine heart to lie to the Holy Ghost, and to keep back part of the price of the land? While it remained, was it not thine own? And after it was sold, why was it not in thine own power? Why hast thou conceived this thing in thine heart? Thou hast not lied unto men, but unto God." And Ananias, hearing these words, fell down and gave up the ghost. And great fear came on all them that heard these things. And the young men arose, wound him up, and carried him out and buried him. Now, here come the wife. Knowing what she done did, knowing what her and her husband conspired to do, she know what it was. She ain't seen her husband. Now she ain't seen her husband. 3 hours passed, and the same question gonna be posed to her. You know what I mean? Now it's Elder Barge. Time will reveal.
That's right.
Let's see what happens. And like it said in Ecclesiastes, he says, if you took hold of this, God, they that fear God shall come forth of them all. She ain't fear God. She felt man. She put her husband above God. And it was about the space of 3 hours after, when his wife, not knowing what was done, came in. And Peter answered unto her, "Tell me whether ye sold the land for so much." Here it is. This is her chance to repent. This is her chance to say, you know what, am I going to go ahead and honor what God, my husband, or honor God. Because the book do say women obey your husband in all. It says in all, right? Not in some.
Right.
Obey your husband in all. But hey, every individual, she ain't gonna be able to go to God and say, well, my husband told me this and I obey. But people don't get it. You and you alone going before the Lord.
That's right.
What have you done?
That's
So
right.
this was the time to think. Well, I lied. I straight up lied.
I better change my story.
Let me see what happens.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Be a good time to change it.
Yeah.
If you so zealous,
Read on, brother. Read on. Read on.
let's go. Let's go. And it was verse 7. It was about a space of 3 hours after when his wife, not knowing what was done, came in. And Peter answered and said unto her, tell me whether ye sold the land for so much. And she said, yea, for so much. Then Peter said unto her, how is it that ye have agreed together to tempt the Spirit of the Lord? Behold, the feet of them which have buried thy husband at the door shall carry thee out. And she fell down straightway at his feet and yielded up the ghost.
Wow.
And the young men came in and found her dead and carried her forth, buried her by her husband. I bet when he said that, she was surprised both ways. Oh God, my husband's dead? Oh God, it was the Lord. Too late. Too late.
I got one.
So she had a heart attack.
Listen, can you imagine? Can you imagine the two young boys or whatever that took the body out? So they coming in the joint, and there's another one like, damn, Peter, you dead? Come on, man. And they gotta scoop him up. You know what I mean? Roll it up like a joint. You gotta roll her up like a joint and take her out. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Pete, for real? You know what I mean? Peter, stop it. You know what I mean? They rolling her up. Come on, man, don't tempt the Lord. See, you see this?
The Lord.
They ain't want no smoke.
Roll that nigga up like a joint and got him out.
Every time I look at that, I think about Sandman Sims on what's his name? What's that? So time at the Apollo when he come with the broom, you like get this one out, get him out. Oh, 3 hours later he come back. Yeah, they ain't say nothing.
Get this nigga out.
They ain't say nothing. They don't want no smoke. They just seen what the Lord was doing. They in there just quiet like.
So this was a light circumstance.
No, you can't lie to the Lord. Ain't nothing light. Oh.
You lie to God. That's different.
That's not light.
I get it. I'm trying to understand the story, like, and I'm going by what you said, brother Ira. You know, it depends on the circumstance. It doesn't depend if a lie is a lie. So.
Well, they had the free will to buy and sell whatever to make a offering to the Lord. So when they sold their possessions, they wanted to keep back part of it. You know what I'm saying? It was theirs to sell.
Right.
Right.
Don't lie to the Lord.
Right. This is
You know
sort
what
of, this is. But even if you lie to a cop, you still lying to the Lord.
Hey,
The cop ain't God.
I'm lying to that nigga because I'm
Hey,
lying.
that ain't God. Yo.
The whites should know you better lie, bitch, too, because they don't like us.
Shoot, Abraham he told a lie. All right, we do it. Abraham lied to the Pharaoh. He a king. Sister Janelle, have you lied to a cop? Have you lied to a cop, Sister Janelle? Go ahead, keep it real. Your husband told you to lie to a cop. This is hitting home.
You gonna live.
Huh?
You gonna live because that nigga know I gotta kick it this way because this cop don't like us.
Right.
But if your wife don't listen, then you need a new wife.
Like you ain't never been in the streets. Like your husband in the streets, right?
Yeah, if you ain't never been in the streets, then yeah.
Your husband, give you another scenario. Your husband in the streets, he gets you, why do good girls like bad guys, whatever. He around you, you around your husband, and you tell the truth lolly all day. He in a situation around killers. And it's like, listen, you need to be quiet. Let me do all the talking. Yeah, man, what you doing down here on my block? You know what I'm saying? Doing this and the third. You know what I mean? You like, yo, he ain't got time to explain to you, yo, listen, if we tell him this, that, and third,
Right.
you know what I mean? There's probably gonna be problems. Here, just be quiet and let me do the talking. Yeah, we down here doing X, Y, and Z. Was totally not doing that. Was totally not doing what he's saying, but he's just like, yo, let me go ahead and, because I know how these cats are. What you gonna do?
Well, that's a different type of husband.
There it is.
I mean, if I was that white, I probably would be fearful of that type of husband, and I wouldn't even say nothing. But I'm talking about a foolish man. A foolish man.
That works both ways, because married, and the wife be the fool. So,
How about this one? Check this out. Well, listen. I know everybody's been in this position. If you had a mother like mine, you've been in this position. Mother trying to buy a bus, me and my brother and herself, because we on the street and we try to get somewhere. And we know at a certain age, the bus ticket is expensive than when you like 5 is more. So she said to the bus lady, both of my children 5. And me as a child, no, that's a lie. And say, no, Mom, I'm 5. And it gets slapped the shit out of her. How about that?
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, you a child. You a child. So you need to be quiet.
But hold on, yeah, but you're a wife. You know what I mean? If it's the man, you're the wife. What you gotta do? Be subject to your husband.
No, I would tell the truth now.
No, that remind me. This topic remind me of the what scripture was it, bro? When the Lord had told I think it was the priest that told him, like, don't tell the people exactly what you're going down there for. Just tell them that you're going down there when you get down.
Samuel, man, praise the Lord. Go to Samuel chapter 16. It might be 15. 1 Samuel.
Brother, I know when you silent, brother, you be thinking, brother, when you silent. Because when he open his mouth, he says something.
Look at that. Yo, look. Go 1 Samuel chapter 15 or 16. Let me see.
they're gonna clean it up after they make the mess.
Oh, I can't even see it.
That's not gonna happen.
What Samuel is that?
Wait a second. It's 15 or 16. Wait a second. Samuel, 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 1. All right. And the Lord said unto Samuel, how long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill thine horn with oil and go. I will send thee to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I have provided me a king among his sons. And Samuel said, how can I go? If Saul hear it, he will kill me. Here it is. He's like, my head is on the line. See, God knows you're dealing with people, and I know it's God that kills, it's God that heals. You know what I mean? It's God that get people into their hands. But look, the way of the world is just what it is. Sometimes I got to move covertly because this is how people are. That's why I said there's a time and a place for everything. It's a time to heal, it's a time to kill. It's a time to be quiet. It's a time to speak up. It's a time and place for everything. So now, and Samuel said, how can I go? If Saul hear, he will kill me. And the Lord said, look at the Lord's answer. Take an heifer with thee and say, I am come to sacrifice unto the Lord. He come to get another king. Well, let's hear it out the Lord's mouth. Now, is the Lord unrighteous?
No.
He said, go say you sacrifice. He said, man, look, man, get your mind right, man. You ain't gotta go and broadcast every daggone thing that you're doing. I know what you're doing, but hey, appease the people. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice. Oh, all right. And then go down there and do my job. You see that?
Yeah.
It's a time to talk, and it's a time to set the what you know up.
That's right. Everybody don't know that.
The Lord, we deal with people. This is man, and man is not perfect. You know what I mean? We're not perfect, and other men do not serve God, and all they care about is blood. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be. The Lord said, "I send you amongst sheep. I send you as sheep amongst wolves."
Killers.
You over here being. That's why the book says, "Don't be over righteous."
Being over righteous.
But I just got to tell the truth. Not now, Negro. You might want to chill.
I'm going.
Hold up.
I'm gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna plead the fifth and just be quiet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because sometimes I just want to put the foolish man in trouble so he can see the truth.
Gotta do it.
God is going to do that.
Right.
Look. Let's do another one with the wife. Go to 1 Peter chapter 3. God, sometimes silence is golden. 1 Peter chapter 3.
Brother Bonji, you all right?
Huh?
Brother Bonji, you all right?
Yeah, man. I'm the scriptures.
Yeah, he gave us First Samuel. He good. He thinking.
Yeah, that was some good. That was some smoke right there, man. That's the Lord. That's the spirit of the Lord, bro.
I got a great understanding with that.
Yeah,
From
watch this
sitting
one.
right here with- looking at him with that wall, it looked like he in the precinct.
No,
Unbelievable.
I mean,
Foolish women without
Sure, bro.
foolish without wisdom of God. We know the truth. What's used discernment and make it true indeed. Absolutely. Please, Brother Cameron. Yeah, true indeed, Sister Hadassah. Foolishness. Foolish without wisdom of God. Yes. Watch this. Look at how Peter's saying, like an unwise husband can be won over by the wife. But by her conversation or her conduct. Like the wise wife can have the truth, and the husband can be a Nabal, straight up Nabal.
yeah.
But he can be won over, not if she's combating fire with fire. It's going to be by her meekness and her serving God. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
lie. All right, I'm going to be quiet. Like, damn, you know what? Watch this. 1 Peter chapter 3. Huh? Say again?
No, 1 Peter what?
Chapter 3, verse 1.
All right. Let's say
That's right.
It's-
the 30th.
It says, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, any husband obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives, by your conduct. Yo, hit that mute button, bro. Hey, Wander.
Told me that you're gonna call me so you can come in.
Yo, Wander.
Hit the mute.
Hit the mute button when you're talking.
My bad.
Yeah, so it says, any husband obey not the truth by the word. So you sitting there preaching the word to your husband, to a person that don't even want to deal with the word. You preaching. He's like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that. Yo, go up there and cook me something to eat. Go in there and do that, you know what I mean? And you keep on bucking. Am I supposed to cook my husband pork? Those are questions. Yup. Burn it up. The book say obey your husband, not if he in the word, or not even that. He said obey your husband.
Right.
Yep, go ahead, cook it, and don't cook it good. Burn it up every time. Maybe that be a way for him not to daggone. Well, you know, I ain't gonna cook my wife no pork no more. But you cooked it. He can't say you didn't. So you moving with wisdom and operating in wisdom.
But your mind was being spiteful, so you burned it.
Listen, I'm not cooking it good. I don't want my husband to eat pork. You see, you know what I mean? I do not want my husband to eat pork. That's what you know what? And you're not cooking it with a happy heart, are you? Woman, you're not going to be cooking that pork with a happy heart. You're not going to be making no shrimp with a happy heart. I hope these things make him sick so that he stop. And you pray to the Lord. See, don't be over righteous. You got to understand that this is what it is.
Right.
I ain't gonna cook pork like I cook lamb. I make sure I cook with love. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I'm not, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know, I'm marinating the joint up. I'm singing. I'm making sure it's seasoned on the right side and everything. I put pork in it. Had the fire turned up on hell heat. You want pork? You want pork? Mm-hmm. All right, you gonna get pork. You want me to cook it? And you want me to cook it? Mm-hmm. All right, I got it here. By the time that person get that pork, they're gonna be like on The Color Purple. You're trying to kill me? Remember when he went upstairs? Whole joint sizzling. Baby, I got something good for you. I got something good. That plate looked like disgustingness. But when Celie cooked that plate, how did she cook it? That made me, man, my chops was salivating when I looked at that joint. I wasn't even hungry. I'm like, nah, that's a good breakfast. Be wise as a serpent, but gentle as a dove. Be wise. He's cunning. Be cunning. You obeying God. God know you don't want no pork, but he says obey your husband. He got order. God will kill him. God will set him in order. When the guys start running down, well, Lord, I did everything that you told me to do. And you can read my mind. You know I did not like doing it when I had to do it. I didn't take pleasure in this. But I'm obeying what my husband got to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was a question when we first come in. Like, well, what if you want me to cook pork? Cook it. And you pray to your God, and it's gonna tell you this right here. How you get to defend yourself. God's gonna be the one. He's your vindicator. He's the one that do it. But people sadly get too over righteous and they forget. They stick their own foot in their hand instead of letting God do his job.
Right.
Watch, you're gonna read it. So now, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also without the word may be won by the conversation of the wives. Because, why? Why they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. Who you fearing? You fearing the Lord. And the husband's going to behold that. He's going to be looking like, damn. He's going to get to himself one day and be like, you know what? I got a good wife, man. No matter what I do, I know she served the Lord. And no matter what I say, even though I'm telling her to do things against that, she don't bark, she don't bite. She got a meek spirit with her, and she in there on her knees talking to her God. You don't think the Lord gonna talk to that man?
Right.
Matter of fact.
Knock him upside his head.
Matter of fact.
Right.
Hold on. What did it say?
What's the
Luke 11. Watch this. It says Luke 11 verse 5. And he said unto them, which of you? No.
Where are we?
Luke 11.
Luke 11, verse 5.
Luke 11 verse 5. It says, and he said unto them, which of you shall have a friend, and shall go unto him at midnight, and say unto him, friend, lend me 3 loaves. For a friend of mine is in his journey. For a friend of mine in his journey has come to me, and have nothing to set before him. And he from within shall answer and say, trouble me not. The door is now shut, and my children are with me in bed. I cannot rise and give thee. I say unto you, though he will not rise and give him because he is his friend, yet because of his importunity. His importunity means because of his persistence. He will rise and give him as many as he needed. So I say unto you, ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be open. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be open. You know what I mean? The Lord, like you know, you're supposed to go to the Lord in everything and talk to him in everything, about everything. And he got you. He got you. That's why, you know, that's the biggest prayer for the married woman. Like, you honor what God said. You fear God. Even if that husband acting all crazy and out of the way, God hear you because you're his friend. And he may not answer right then, but guess what? He always on time. He gonna see if you really about this life or not. So it says, go back to 1 Peter. 1 Peter 3. It says, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning, let it not be the outward adorning of plaiting of hair and of wearing of gold and or putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and a quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God of great price. See, because when you meek and quiet, the Lord, you know, the Lord going to answer you. He said, you know, because you meek, and he's your vindicator as women. Because you can't buck against the man. You going against the grain of what God got going on. For after this manner in the old time, holy women also who trusted in God. That be the point. Women don't be trusting in God. They want their vindication right now. Instead of taking a lower role and taking the role that they had given, which is a submissive role, and then calling on their God. Like the book say, humble yourself under the mighty hand of God. That's everybody. Everybody got to do that. But in these roles that you got, you really got to be humble. Especially in these days and time when doing this thing. It says, humble yourself. Look. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For God resisteth the proud, and giveth grace unto the humble. He gives grace unto the humble, even the humble man. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your cares upon him. Why? For he careth for you. Women got to go to the Lord with all their cares, especially if they have a hard-headed husband, you know, or day ball for a husband. What's he going to do bucking back at him? You are going against the grain of God. How your prayers going to get answered that way? Well, he did this to me. He did it. Well, did you obey what he had to say? Did you humble yourself in front of him? You can't go to God if you're out of pocket. And now truly, you know, everybody's situation got to be for what it is. Well, he told me to have a menage a trois. Well, you know, I guess, nah, you ain't going to do that. He told me to run up into a bank and kill somebody, well, you know, or rob it. I'm not going to do that. You just got to make your choice on what it is. You know, there's certain things, you know what I mean? The book do say obey in all, but you got to be cognizant and conscious of what you need to go ahead and do. Some things are going to be very unsavory. That's why the book be like, yo, man, don't even be, you know, when you, like, so to speak, unequally yoked with your husband. I mean, it's like you already done traveled that road. You with him now. You know, it is what it is. You have to pray to the Lord that he changes his heart and his mind, or her heart and her mind. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. So here it is. For after the manner in this old time, holy women also who trusted in God adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. Subjection. You are in a submissive role in this thing. You are not the head. Even as Sarah obeyed, and here's the example, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. Woo! How many of y'all gonna call y'all husband Lord? That's funny. Y'all keep that. He's like, one thing at a time, Brother Ira, one thing at a time. But man, that's real subjection. That's real subjection. Whose daughters ye are, you are Abraham's daughters, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. What are you going to be afraid of? Well, I'm afraid of being misused. I'm afraid of him not appreciating. That's not your concern. That's the Lord's concern. You concern yourself with doing what thus said the Lord. You being correct in front of his eyes. Well, he don't deserve that. Well, guess what? Christ didn't deserve to die. Are you better than Jesus? People think too highly of themselves. So now, and it's what's good for the wife is good for the husband, because we all the wives under God. The husband's got to be obeyed too. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife. Look at there. There you go. Is woman supposed to be a doormat? Hell no. I'm just going to walk all over my wife, and expect God to do something for me. No, no, no. She is part of you. She is your rib. God could have made her from a whole lump of dust too, but no, God wanted to show you how important this is. He took her from you. So you honor and you respect that woman. The book say a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. So you don't do that. You cuss at your wife. You cuss at yourself. Do you beat yourself up? Don't do it to your wife, because she's you. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel, as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So if you treating your spouse, your wife wrong, husbands, and you trying to go to the Lord without doing the proper trying to work out problems with her, or you're just going to shun your wife or do anything, your prayer's not getting answered. Wife, if you are not submitting yourself unto your husband, whether he in the word or not, and you doing it according to how God got going on, your prayers are not going to get answered, because God is looking at your conduct. Are you able under pressure to obey me? Or are you going to be crying telling me what this woman or what this man did? God is not looking at that. He's looking for obedience. Obedience until death. That is man's problem. They do not know how to obey God. They want to obey everything that they want, but not God. Well, I know I'm supposed to submit. Well, then submit. Where the butt coming into play at? That's for both people. That's the only Adam, you can have everything. When Adam said, God came to Adam and said, yo, did you eat of this tree that I commanded you not to eat? Well, the woman that you gave me, how did that fall with Adam? When God started doing the judgment, when he gave an excuse, well, the woman that you gave me, how did that work out for him? That's what you need to ask yourself. Excuses build bridges to nowhere. God don't want no excuse. He said, obey me, obey me, obey me, and let me handle what's got going on. I know it don't feel good, but it is good. Whatever God say is good. I suggest you get in this book and Dad going to start reading it. And really understanding what's going on here. Understand who is your help. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even the enemy and my foes come to eat up my flesh, they stumble and fell. Why? Because you got God on your side. But when you got you on your side, you're going to fail every time. I'm just saying. God got to be everybody's help. Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself. Let him be your fear. Well, I'm afraid my husband ain't going to like me. Let him be your dread. Well, I'm afraid my wife ain't going to love me and respect me. Guess what? Let him be your fear. Let him be your dread. And he shall be for a sanctuary. When my mother and my father forsake me, who going to pick me up? The Lord. People don't fear God. How do you know, Brother Ira? By their actions. if Jesus would have feared death more than obeying his Father, we all be headed for the lake right now, because he was definitely in the flesh when his flesh rose up. Right before he got killed on Passover night, he said, what happened? Let me go to this garden and pray to my Father. 3 times. Look, Lord, all things are possible. I know we talked about this before the foundation of the earth, but now the time is here. This flesh rising up. That's why ain't nothing good in his flesh. Paul said, oh, wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from this body of death? Because it wants to kill you. I want to speak when I want to. I want to be vindicated when I want to, but nobody want to obey God. Jesus said, if it's possible, please take this cup from me. Nevertheless, I don't want to do this. I'd rather do your will. I really don't want to do this, Lord. Pray to him 3 times. But we talk, not my will, your will be done. How many people going to get that mindset? Well, he cussed me out. Do you still obey him? Well, he talked to me like I trap. Do you still obey him? I see what's going on. This woman will not do what I told her to do. But did you honor her like you're supposed to? You still out there providing for her? Mess with me. You don't do what I say to do, I will go find another one quick. I used to. I might even still hold on to you. But I wouldn't be around her. I'd be very minimal with you. I ain't always been like this. I just keep it all the way funky. I keep it real. I got to. I make it so that you can understand what's going on here. 7:35. All right, I got to get up out of here. Listen, obey God, keep his commandments, brothers and sisters. This is the whole duty of man. But God's going to bring into judgment everything. Everything. I'm going to end it off with that. Ecclesiastes, what, 7:35? 7:35. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. With that being said, brothers and sisters, this is the Truth Uncut, 24/7, 365, Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 7:30, and maybe a little bit more change. I hope you got some edification. I hope you, as you go through your day, you keep the Lord on your heart and mind and clean out that filthy mind until you shine, just like the Lord. All right? Peace.